That was our last picture taken before I came to America. I was pretty cute, I don't know what happened. Oh. There's a slide missing. My dad came to America to do what we all do as parents, to give us better futures. When you have kids, you want to give them a better future. There was a picture of my kids after this, I don't know what happened to it. But I'm a mom. I have 2 kids, 26 years old with 2 kids. I'm a baby with babies. My kids are mixed. They're white and Latino. According to National Geographic, this is what we're gonna look like in 2050. Not a lot of us in this room look like that right now, but that's our future. Whether we like it or not, that is our future. This is our most current census in Vancouver, Washington right now. I want you guys to take a moment to really look at those numbers. Okay? Yeah, thank you. So, Black or African alone is 2.3% in Vancouver, Washington. This is where we are right now. American Indian and Alaskan Native alone, 0.6%. Asian alone, 5.5%. Native Hawaiian and other Pacific Islanders alone, 1.6%. 2 or more races, 9.1%. Hispanic or Latino, 14.7%. White alone, not Hispanic or Latino, 69%. That's a really big gap. I want you guys to take a look at where we are presently and where the future is heading, and notice the gap. It's only gonna get more diverse. Our future is multiracial. I often speak about representation constantly, like people know me. Sometimes I talk too much, so when Kevin said 7 minutes, I was like, have you ever told a Latina to talk for only 7 minutes? You can't do that, but here we go. But no, I talk a lot and I'm very passionate. I've heard that all the time. Oh, I can tell you're passionate. I am. And I realized, why am I so nervous? Why do I feel like I'm about to have a heart attack? I'm not a nervous person usually, and I couldn't tell why. And I figured it out. I am feeling so many emotions right now. I want to cry right now. I want to scream. I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm angry. All these emotions just hit me. Because 1, I didn't picture little Dunia up here. Okay, I didn't. People like me don't come up here. Women like me don't come up here. And I'm angry to hear about poverty in the richest country in America. I'm angry. This is my son. His name is Xavier. He's 8 years old. And he loves to draw. I mean, to the point where teachers call me. He's like, hey, he's not doing his homework. He's just drawing. I'm like, sorry. He loves to draw. And we were in Portland one day. We were walking. And I go to Portland a lot. I live in Vancouver. I live in Ridgefield, actually, Clark County. But I make that 30-minute drive all the time. Because that feels like home to me. Because there's more diversity, more people that look like me over there. So I want to bring my kids over there. Look. Anyway, we were walking down Portland, and we were walking, holding my hand. And he's like, Mom, look, someone's painting. I was like, yeah, I know. I'm like, but we gotta go. And he yanked me. He's like, no, Mom, look. I was like, oh. So I look. I was like, okay, buddy, what? And he goes, he looks like me. I was like, huh? He goes, he looks like me. It was at that moment I realized they notice too. It's not just us. It starts at a very young age. This one makes me almost cry, so sorry if I cry. You need to have tissues up here next time. This is my daughter, Laria. She's mixed as well. And as a little girl, every little girl dreams of being a princess at some point, right? I never did. I really didn't. I dreamed of being Letty from Fast and Furious. Like I was gonna, I didn't see myself as a princess because princesses didn't look like me. Cinderella, Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, they didn't look like me. I don't have blonde hair. I don't have blue eyes. So I was never able to see myself as a princess. On TV, I was always a maid or a waitress or Leticia, But my princess, mi princesa. Now, Disney understood the lack of representation. So there's Ariel, the Black Mermaid. There's Encanto. My princess. Gets to see herself as a princess. In Encanto, there's a little girl that has long, beautiful hair. She goes, Mommy. She goes, that looks like me. I'm Encanto. I'm a princess. I said, yes, baby, you are. Those are a few examples of what representation looks like, right? Here's another example. I have my own digital marketing company, and this is Tino. Tino's very hardworking. He's been working Pacific Trim, one of my clients. Pacific Trim is a manufacturing wood company. Amazing people. And they give second chances to kiddos and people in juvie. And so we're trying to really amplify that, like who they are. They're not just a regular manufacturing company. They give second chances because the owner went to prison once and somebody gave him a second chance. Anyway, Tino, and they help with people with substance abuse, giving them second chances. And I said, and they're always talking about Tino, and Tino's hardworking, Tino's just so grateful, Tino this, Tino that. And I go, hey, why don't we highlight Tino on our social media? And they go, oh, we can't do that. And I said, why not? He goes, he doesn't speak English. So that's okay. I speak Spanish. And they stopped and they're like, oh my gosh. I was able to share Tino's story on their social media because I speak 3 languages, Spanish, English, and sign language. But Tino's story was able to be told because I understood him, because I was representing him. And they hired me. So it's important to represent people. Tino suffered from alcoholism. He almost died. And he was in the hospital. He got out, didn't know what to do, met Kevin. Kevin hired him. He's the hardest worker you will ever meet, the most grateful worker you'll ever meet. I'm sure many of you know Bart. I love Bart. Bart and I had a conversation about a year ago. He goes, Dunia, you're all over the community, He's like talking about BIA, and I said, Bart, he's like, don't talk to me until you have somebody, because, sorry, to go back. We were talking about, he's like, Latinos are hardworking. We are. Stereotypes don't make themselves. We are very hardworking. And he goes, how do we get builders, How do I say, Bart, don't talk to me until you have someone that looks like me. Don't. Eddie got hired. No, I'm not saying because of me, so let's just say that. Eddie's a hard worker. Eddie's looks like a lot of Latino kids that are now gonna listen to him the way I was able to listen to Tino, the way my daughter was able to see herself as a princess, the way that my son was able to see himself as a painter. Bart used his privilege, listened, and took action. And so, we need more. You guys saw the stats. I don't make this up. That's data. That's a fact. It's not an opinion, and I have many opinions, let me tell you. But those are facts. We need more. There's not enough here. Why am I going to Portland all the time? Why? I live here. My kids' futures are here. So why am I traveling? So, how do we get more though? I have a beautiful idea. Can't wait to share with you guys. Try to make it short, Kevin. I'll try to make it short. I want to create a BIPOC focused networking group called Shades of Excellence. I already have a board. We have a website, a developer. We have graphic designer. We have a logo. We have everything, right? What we need now is sponsors. So I'm just gonna throw that out there. We just need sponsors. But the purpose of the BIPOC-centered group is to create a space for people that look like me to feel at home, the way I traveled to Portland to feel at home, but in my own home in Vancouver. To create, I have notes. I saw other people using notes. I want to make sure I say it right. The idea of our networking group will be to amplify the culture and the traditions of the members in our community, the ones that are already here, with the understanding that we will help each other grow as we accomplish more. I understand that not everybody can sponsor, and I've told people, it's like, I don't even care if I have to work 5 jobs. I will be sponsored. I will make sure that this networking group happens here in Vancouver. Well, what can you do if you can't sponsor? Today, hearing everybody just talk, Josh talk, I'm going to tell you guys what you can do as individuals as you leave today, and what I'm going to challenge you all to do as you leave. I heard a couple of people say, listen. I'm telling you guys, as someone that is not white, what to do. I just hope you listen the way Bart listened. So think about 3 things as you leave today. Please stop using us as a check mark. I'm not your check mark. Oh, we support the BIPOC community. We have someone that speaks Spanish. Okay. But are you, there's a difference between allowing and amplifying. I see a lot of people allowing, and I'm not mad. That's why I'm here today, is to educate you. Allowing, its definition is allowing refers to giving permission or granting the freedom of something to happen. Amplifying, on the other hand, means making something louder, stronger, and more intense. So how do you do that? Because some of you just don't know how, and that's okay. I'm gonna tell you how. Okay? So that you can't say you don't know how. Every single one of you will know how moving forward. Immersion. Stop separating yourself because you're a little uncomfortable in a room full of, because you're the minority. Immerse yourself. Let me learn about you. This is an English class that I taught in Woodland, Washington. And these were my volunteers. It was beautiful. They didn't understand each other, but they understood each other. It was beautiful. Trust. Trust to put people that look like me in leadership. and trust that I know and that we know how to connect with our own community. Like I trusted this car. What's sad is I trust that car than most of my life because I grew up without representation. But yeah, allow us, trust us. I've gone in many positions in my life where it was, oh, we want you to reach the community and we want you to talk to the Latino community. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Then I go and I do it and I'm like, and I think we need to do this and this. And they're like, oh, we don't know about that because da-da-da-da. Okay, but I do. Trust me that I know how to connect more than you do. It's not an attack. It's just a fact. Lastly, use your privilege, like Josh did, like Bart did. Use your privilege. We all have privilege. Again, it's not an attack. Use your privilege to represent the underrepresented communities. Because at the end of the day, I showed you again the stats. The future is multiracial, whether we like it or not. It is not about our future, it's about their future. Thank you.